We lost our son in 2006, and we decided to take that money that was given to us. We didn't want to profit from the death of a child, so we decided to try and turn that around to help other people. We created a place to where we honor our fallen by helping our wounded. And what we like to do is bring our wounded veterans into Camp Hope, let them forget about all the wolves knocking in the door at home, and give them an opportunity to spend 8-9 days running around the woods, spending time with other veterans. One of the secrets that I see about Camp Hope is that some people finally figure out they don't have it so bad when they see someone else that has it a little bit worse, and they see them make it, and it gives them a little bit of a drive to do better, because they can see that they don't have it as bad as some other people do.
A 20-year veteran of the United States Army, served as a medic that entire time. A little bit of history, 5 deployments: Macedonia, Bosnia, Afghanistan, and Iraq twice. I heard about Camp Hope through a friend, a mutual friend, who also I share a friendship with, Joe Bogart, and just kind of vetted me out and said, hey man, this is a really good program. These guys' hearts are in the right place. You really want to look into it, you know, if you want to have a good time, share some camaraderie and friendship around a campfire, and just, you know, hang out with some good vets that are disabled, and anybody that kind of just needs some help and to get along and maybe do a little hunting at the same time, check them out. And I reached out to them, and they had me out here for this turkey hunt.
So the things that we do for the combat wounded veterans, we do hunts. A lot of our activities revolve around hunts. Spring turkey hunt. We do 2 different deer hunts, one with bow and one with rifles in the fall. We've taken fishing trips as far away as Alaska, North Carolina. We do usually one in the spring and the fall, a fishing trip here in the Missouri area. We have a Texas hunt that we take some of our veterans on. Thousands of acres. A person that's near and dear to Camp Hope opens up his land in his really Class A, first class facilities. And it's a great event for our combat wounded veterans to go to. We're working with another organization similar to ours, where we are now going bear hunting in Maine, where we'll send some of our wounded veterans up there, and they'll send some of theirs down for some of our events. So there's lots of things that we do. In June, we always have a float trip. We have 30 combat wounded females that are coming for a float trip this year. And that's going to be a full house at Camp Hope. When you talk about that many people, I mean, that's about a capacity for us right now. Lots of activities, and it's not always hunting. Sometimes it's hiking. Sometimes it's you know, four-wheeling. Sometimes it's just sitting around the campfire and just being in nature. The one thing that almost everybody that comes and visits is they say that there's some kind of healing power that they get from nature. I mean, Camp Hope is really out in the middle of nowhere. It's off the grid. Cell phone reception doesn't work. We don't have TV, so nobody's watching sports and playing video games or anything like that. It's people sitting around and talking and sharing stories, getting to know one another and helping each other. And that's what it's all about.
My name is Juventino, and at the U.S. Army, 8-year service, 1-year tour in Afghanistan, and 1 year in Iraq. One of my old soldiers, he came here a couple of years ago and put me on the program because he said I needed it, and I'm glad that he brought me here, because completely different world than where I'm coming from right now. So,
my name is Dick Ross. I am here as a volunteer, although I am a vet, 31 years service from Vietnam era. But I'm here as a volunteer. I come a couple times a year. I do the turkey hunt, I do the deer hunt, and I try and do 1 or 2 of the work sessions also. But I live in Scottsdale, Arizona, so it isn't too easy to get here. When I come, I gotta make a commitment. So like this trip is 8 days, Thursday through Thursday. And basically, yeah, I'm in the kitchen. I cook meals, I coordinate, organize. Biggest thing I do though is listen. Just listen to the guys. I find it very rewarding. very satisfying. I got 31 years service, but I got more enjoyment here than I did there.
One of the really cool things about Camp Hope is that there's nobody that's paid on the staff. Everything we do is with volunteers. So whether it's fundraising activities, whether it's helping out when we have a hunt and we have our combat wounded heroes visiting, even if it's just calling and building a relationship with these guys and girls, so that they can learn a little bit about Camp Hope before they come on their visit.
The resetting, the resetting process for me was something that I noticed going back to my old Army roots. Kind of triggered something in myself to see where I'm at in life, the outdoors, the quietness, the isolation of it, but yet you still have family around you, so still feel loved.
You know, if you're not afraid to reach out, and you know, there are veterans that have other issues, and you know, they're as far as like exposure to the outdoors and stuff like that, but this is a great healing process. These people's hearts and minds are in the right place. They do this for a reason, and it really works. I've seen a ton of healing this entire week. I've seen a lot of smiles. I've seen a lot of camaraderie, new friendships and things like that. So if you have the courage to reach out and just have a good time, man, you know, give these guys a call, because I mean, they do it right.
There's a lot of things that go on with us in everyday life, and the same things go on with them on top of whatever else they have to deal with, you know, that was brought on by what they did for us.
So when people donate money, time, it goes right back to the mission. Because I said earlier, everything's volunteer. So we have no overhead. When we have a soldier, sailor, airman, or Marine, combat wounded veteran come to us, no matter where they're from, the state of Washington or Florida or Texas, it's no cost to them. From the moment we start talking with them till they come in, everything that they need from their hunting license to getting there, food while they're there, and they all leave usually with goodie bags from t-shirts and other things that we've gotten from, again, people with great hearts, you know, hunting equipment that people will donate when they know that they're there so they can take home. And so it's just a great experience where we try to do everything for our guests.
You're not alone, man. You're not alone. You might feel that you could do it on your own, but you can't. You might need a little help, and these people here open their arms, their hearts for you, and this is where you need to come and heal. I felt like I healed here, so just don't close yourself out for everybody.